Throwing is Tua. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Dolphins. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll let one go down the middle. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Richardson and the Colts come to the line. They'll try to tack on 2 more.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds and is short of the goal line. And the try for 2 does not work. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua sending it deep for Waddle. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Here's 2 and out on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Throwing again, it's Tua. That's to Waddle again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Waddle's able to move the chains, and starting his career, Mike, with 3 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons is impressive. And if Tua Tagovailoa is going to continue to improve as a quarterback, this Miami offense, yes, they have Tyreek Hill, but they need Jalen Waddle.
To the air again, Tagovailoa gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They bring a tight end in motion left. Again, it's Tua. That is caught side of the end zone. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Miami. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big body tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Tagovailoa. Quick throw here is complete.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. So, work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This throw left side, taken in by the rookie wide receiver. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Tua. Quick throw taken in. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins extend it to a 21-6 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Two and out on first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
It's a big play there for Miami. It's a gain of 34. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Richardson to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete,
that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. His throw left side is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back in on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They'll run it and give it to the big guy. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on fourth down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. A pickup there of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
Taylor does a nice job there finding some running room, and that's the Jonathan Taylor we all remember, I think, back in 2021. Offensive Player of the Year, arguably one of the best players in football. And then the last 2 seasons, it's been the injuries. When healthy,
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
you know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Tua. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Colts 6. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Gould on the return. And they'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop.
Whistles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. out of the shotgun. Richardson. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, I think at this point, anytime you find yourself in a situation like this, your passing game has to just be thrown out altogether. I think right now it turns into a let's just execute our run, let's just try to get out of this game healthy and move on. I mean, this is 4 consecutive drives that have ended with an interception. I mean, it's almost unheard of. It tells me it's more than just a lack of execution. This quarterback right now is having some confidence issues. He's not seeing the field great, and they need to have it.
And he's got another one. Touchdown, Dolphins. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. The kicking team on for the extra point. And this is not close. He missed it wide to the right. No good. And no extra point.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Gould on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing, Richardson. Going up top. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw for Tua. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. To throw on second down, it's Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On first and 10, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Past midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And for a team that didn't show a whole lot of fight in this first half, Mike, that's a heck of a way to start quarter number 3. Oftentimes, when the offense or the defense finds themselves struggling, it's...
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion over Pierce. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tight end going in motion here. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. Open space inside the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to air this one out, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Achane. Oh, yeah. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Off play action, it's Tua. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
That's taken in, and he will have a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. But it's probably a touchdown.
Third and 2. Tagovailoa gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal. Tua to throw again. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Tua. Quick throw here is complete.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now, Tagovailoa on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
A lot of defenses will try to isolate the best receiver, Mike, and say, okay, we're going to take him out of the game. Well, I think in this case, we might see the offense do the exact same thing. They might take this one particular defender into pass coverage and say, we are not.
And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. In motion, it's Waddle. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. He locates his receiver. That's Perry. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Throwing again, it's Tua. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Miami. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw. Richardson. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play. 2nd and 7. Out of shotgun, Richardson. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Anthony Gould was the intended target. 3rd down coming up. Downs goes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Slot man in motion right. Tua now on 1st down. There's that man again. Another catch. What a performance. Reception number 14 for the 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one caught at the 4. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now Tua. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got it at the 3. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a 1st down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal. In motion, it's Waddle. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Dolphins. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Dolphins add on to their already sizable lead.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
1st and 10 now from the 36. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Tua now on 3rd down. Finding room at midfield. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Miami. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Again, it's Tua. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, It's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Tua to throw again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw, it's Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson. A ball deep for the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.